Hi, my name is Brady McMurdo, and this is the active listening everyday assignment. What I heard in detail was a bunch of conversations. We heard a bunch of orders, and then a bunch of people talking in the back, and a bunch of just daily conversations. What was difficult about this activity was mainly just zoning in on one conversation or order. Like, you're trying to listen to one order or conversation, and then there's like three other people also talking in the back. So that was kind of frustrating about this activity. Once after a little bit, I got the hang of the zoning in on one conversation, but at the beginning it was a little hard. What was easy or interesting about this assignment? What was interesting was that I liked hearing all the different people's orders. Like, you think throughout the day, like, oh, I like this, I like this, I like this, but then you don't realize that the different people like completely different stuff. Like, I heard some crazy orders, but like that's what they liked. And I would never try it, but hey, if they like it, then they can run with that. What I felt in my body, I felt relaxed while watching this video. I felt calm because I felt like I was there in the coffee shop, just having a nice coffee, listening to people talk, doing some homework, just being there listening to them talk. So it made me feel relaxed while I was watching this video. I could compare this to listening to one-on-one by if you really think about the conversations, you could also be like, oh, you feel like you're there. And you feel like it's just you're just in there in nature. But you're really not, but it feels like you're like, honestly, yeah, I see the same thing as listening to a speech as listening to like being in a coffee shop or being at an amusement park, just sitting there listening to people's days, listening to people talk. Listening can be considered an opportunity because you could learn so much about like through listening. You could learn about a bunch of people's different stories. You could learn a bunch of stuff about people that you just didn't know. Like, say, when my coach came into when my head coach for baseball came for our first year, he it was his first year also, so he was a little nervous too. But he got out there and he told us how it's gonna be, how this is gonna work, how that's gonna work, and then he rolled with it. He rolled with it. So we felt like that was a good opportunity for us to really understand what we were getting ourselves into because he really laid out the process of how everything is going to be. I feel like that really helps it when the speaker is pushing out what he is going to do, or like in that scenario, like how everything's going to be. So he's telling us, he's not like being like, oh, it's going to be all butterflies and rainbows. No, he's telling us, oh, it's going to be hard, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. But that's an opportunity to know what you're getting yourself into. So then once the season comes, then you're not worried. Like, you're not stressed. You're like, oh my god, why is this so hard? We knew it was going to be hard from the start. But that's how I think listening could be an opportunity. But in a situation like this, listening could be an opportunity because you could just learn about people's days, learn about people's lives, what they order. I know that might sound weird, but like people's orders, I don't know. I find that fascinating because like just how people like so much different stuff, and then that's their thing. But like, it's hard for me to like go through my brain like, oh, I like this, so like how could you not? But then like that's also the thought process of them. It's just, oh, I like this, and then you're like, oh, that's weird, but then they're like, oh, that's weird that you don't like this. So like, I understand, but like, I feel like that's a good opportunity to learn more about other people and hearing their conversations with like their friends or family. You could be like, you could chime in a little if you really wanted to, or you could just like sit there and listen and take in their story. And then I feel like that's really a good opportunity to learn more, to like go out there, to grow as a human. So, yeah, thank you.